guys. No.
If you're taking a video, you can go inside.
So we're Team Robot Monsters, and we came up with this invention. Which Riley is going to tell us about.
Okay, so what seniors come into many problems as their age grows. Hearing, they can't see very well, but the main problem we focused on is mobility. Now, how about you tell us how we fixed that?
We made this chair that with conveyor belts. Normally it goes like all around the room, but with conveyor belts, and goes to every room, so they don't have to use like crutches or anything.
We didn't use like the wheelchairs because they're harder to control.
Yeah, and the electric scooters and wheelchairs, they're so hard to get through doorways. Like, look at that one. That one's so skinny. Where this is custom made for you, for your needs and things. So it is pretty good. So
we also picked the three most important, or some of the three most important rooms to put the conveyor belt.
conveyor belts down.
And you would just tell the chair, do you want to go left, and you press the button, and then it'll go in that conveyor belt.
And the chair has a bunch of abilities. It has extra batteries, food, and water just in case something happens, like the power goes out and there's no food or anything. It has lights at the top, so you can see in the dark.
Another thing is if you were to like fall or something, it has 911 buttons on each side, and you might notice that they don't go all the way around the room. We're just using that to demonstrate where they would go. So,
And also, we would also have like a button or a lever, whatever the person who's homeless is, whatever they would prefer. And there would be one like here or like here. And you would either like press the button or pull the lever so that you could turn down one of these.
yeah, so like sort of on a train track when you switch tracks.
We also made it the most cost-effective we could because we found out after researching that all like the trails and stuff, it's not the cost of the actual trail, it's the motors that runs it.
Yeah.
So we used the least amount of track we could, and we still got the job done with what we could.
Because like
And it's 3 tracks.
Yeah, because like at the end to power it, you need that motor. So we only used, I don't know, 3 motors for every track. So
So they would just go around, and then if you want to turn, you like pull the lever, and then you turn. But if you want more tracks than 3, you can get more, obviously.
we also offer a discount the older you get.
Yeah.
And the more disabilities
We
you
made
have.
it so it goes through all the important rooms, like the front door, and it goes to the den, the kitchen, the bedroom, the living
So
room.
since sometimes it gets harder to hear when you get older, we also made it running by a generator that was really quiet, so you don't have another problem to deal with.
And also it if like I don't remember if someone said that it has a food source.
Yeah.
Okay. So and the food source is long enough for you to get your power back on. I know after Sandy, a lot of people still have houses and powers and stuff. This can get you top a month and
Food and water.
food and water. And
Plus it
the 911 button is on both arms and it's pretty big. So if they didn't hit that button by then, they might not be alive. Like,
And also, if you notice, the tracks won't cover every square foot of the house. So the chair is also detachable. So you can, I think it has wheels on it too.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
just in
So you can still go
It's
off
and then it's
to
also,
like the master bath down there.
and then it's also like like those things where they have the joystick to tell where to go. It also has those those things just in case anything happens.
and then we also included that it you can, like one of my team members said, that you can add in more track. There is one track where if you hit it, it's sort of like if you hit it, it powers the track near it. It's less expensive than the motors at the ends of the tracks, so your chair can have something to power it to that next one, and it'll power the rest of the tracks. So,
So have you spoken to anybody about how much it would cost to implement this?
we did speak to my grandparents, and they thought it was a very good idea. Some of my grandparents have like a bunch of disabilities and things, so they were like, you should really actually, when you get older, actually like patent it.
And we were thinking, the
think
more
that one-
disabilities you have, the more you would get off. Or
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think 1 foot should be about like $10.
Yeah, we're thinking it shouldn't be a lot of money because people need this, and if it's a lot of money, not many people are gonna buy it.
And also, as you get older, you need more things, so you're spending more money. So we try to make it as cost effective.
Yes.
Is this strictly for wheelchairs or?
Well, no, it's
no.
if your legs
It's-
aren't working with you.
Like,
Practically,
we need kind
if
of a custom
Yeah,
wheelchair
you
that
can have
will
custom
exist.
But I mean, if say, remember there's a lot of elderly people who are not necessarily in wheelchairs too.
Yeah.
Would they be using something like this?
Yeah.
If
they
they
wanted
are
to.
starting to have problems,
Yeah.
then this will
Even if
still
they-
solve it.
Yeah, let's say
Because, like we said, like you could get up, you can detach it. So like my dad, he's just starting to get his eyes ready, so he just needs them for reading. He doesn't need to wear glasses all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be the same thing, but with your legs. So like you could still walk around, but this would just be for the main distances.
Does it have a handrail?
well, if you want
yes.
to, like let's say your legs are working fine, but if you walk a lot, your legs start to hurt. If you want these, you can have handrails, and the conveyor will move with you on them.
Like on the
So-
chair, you pull. You know how on a seat you pull down the thing and you just rest your arm on that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the buttons are gonna be.
Yeah. So, but you can either have the chair or the handrails, and then with the chair, there's also a seat belt just
So
in
if-
case.
Like the power goes out suddenly, there's like no storm, and it stops short. Like on a car, if you stop short, the seatbelt locks hopefully, so you don't go flying through the window. If it stops short, it has
It
a
has
seatbelt
padding.
that
It has
has a
padding.
bunch of padding, and when you stop short, you barely budge. You're just like that.
The seatbelt is mainly kind of like lower. Like we're trying not to have it close to your neck so it doesn't rub against your
So-
neck.
Yeah, because I noticed in cars, the one problem that I have about them is because, like, on the seatbelt, it kind of cuts into your throat. So I have a pad. We're trying to keep it as safe as possible, but still keep it away from your throat.
So
And,
it'll like stay from your shoulder down to your hip, so it'll go across here, and so it'll go across here, so it's not close to your neck or anything, so you won't get burns.
Kyle, why did you say something?
Also, like, you don't need to, like, buy an entirely new house. You could just, come and have some, electricians have it installed. You don't have to buy an entirely new house.
So does this work with, if the owner had pets, would it have motion sensors to make sure that the...
Yes.
Yes.
If they had pets,
If they have pets, if they're like, let's say like they have a seeing eye dog, and they have pets, they'll make it motion censored and stuff.
because
One bad thing that I saw that was really cruel to the animal, this guy who was in his wheelchair and he was walking his dog, and the dog stopped to bark with another dog, and he just kept on pulling it, and the dog was really old and it was blind and it had the pot belly and things. It was just sliding and sliding. So ours, it won't let you go if you have the seeing eye dog. It won't let you go until your dog starts walking, because first off, we don't want the animal getting hurt, and second of all, we don't want the senior getting hurt.
and if they start pulling, the dog is really in the ground and he's like staying there. They don't want the machine breaking while it's trying to pull it, and then something breaks off. So it'll have motion sensors on the side to see if the dog's walking with you or not.
Also, it can withstand a lot of weight. Like if you have a dog on your lap and you're riding on the chair, it can hold a good amount of weight.
Yes, it can hold. I think it can hold up to 1,000 pounds or something. If you have like one of those like Great Danes or something.
Yeah.
And also, there's motion sensors in front of the wheelchair. So like say you had like a cat or a dog, it could wander onto the track and you don't want to bump into it.
And the seat belts, when you press the button, they don't fly off of you and hit you. They slowly retract.
They slowly retract.
It's really cost efficient because it runs all on one motor.
Yes.
So
So one
That's
motor
me.
will be in the middle,
That's-
and then it'll separate between everything.
that's what costs you the most.
And Brian,
Yeah.
do you have anything to add?
Like anything around the chair
About
or
chair, about
the house.
sensors, house. Well, one thing is that it's waterproof.
Yes.
So if you live in a building where like if it gets flooded or it has the sprinklers, if you live in like an apartment or something and it has the sprinklers in the ceiling, it will not. I don't want to say like it's not completely submergible. Like
It's
you
not
can't go all the way down to the abyss and it'll still work. But it's like the watch is like
It's meant to
it might go
prevent
in like
It's like
not
also-
spills or
it's water
a little bit of
resistant.
flooding.
It
But
also has a cover that goes on top that like encases it. And it's easy to remove, so like you can take it off and like then you can fix it, and then you can just slide back on. And like it's basically just blends in with the rest of the house. It's not like what's that big machinery in the middle of your living room. It's hey, I just noticed that, and I've known you for like 4 years.
It
And
also has a
also
fire alarm that automatically calls 911 in case you can't really see that well.
and also it has like back warmers and stuff. If it's a cold day, and it has a carbon monoxide detector and stuff. But one of the main reasons that we would have back warmer and stuff is because if you're a senior citizen with like back problems and you use like heating pads and stuff, but you don't want to do it, you just use that.
So I think we're done.
It also detects carbon monoxide.
Yep. Okay.
That's
So,
it.
yeah, we're done.
Okay, thanks very much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.